Police is up on 4th Street. They're tearing down the brick. The dust is coating everything. The air is getting thick.
I packed the books in cardboard. I labeled every box, but I cannot find the key that fits the changing of the locks.
The city moves like mercury. It slips beneath the door. I don't recognize the skyline or the pavement anymore.
You're tracing circles on the table, anxious in the gray, watching sunlight hit the boxes in a disjointed way. But
look at how my knuckles lock perfectly in yours. A rigid frame of bone and skin to reinforce the doors.
we don't need the mortar, we don't need the deed.
I have the very architecture that we're going to need. If the roof flies off and the windows crack, I'll trace the blue veins running down your back. 10 fingers form the rafters, 2 palms become the floor. I don't need a postal code to find the front door. Whatever land we stand on, wherever we might roam, your hand's my home.
Your hand's my home.
I remember 27, the winter in the van, trying to read a road map with a flashlight in my hand.
We froze beneath the blanket.
The engine wouldn't turn.
I thought that was the lesson
That we were meant to learn. That shelter is a temporary privilege of the young, before the heavy songs of mortgages and gravity are sung.
Yeah, I remember you were shaking. The frost was on the glass. I warmed your frozen fingers until the shivering
That
passed.
wasn't just survival, that was laying down the stone. The foundation built on friction that is ours and ours alone.
The heater died at midnight,
But the heat stayed underneath the canopy of intertwined and interlocking teeth. So let the roof slide off, let the windows crack. I'm mapping out the freckles spanning across your back. 10 fingers form the rafters, 2 palms become the floor. I don't need a street address to find the open door. Whatever land we stand on, wherever we might roam, your hand's my home.
your hand's my home.
Now look at us, the wrinkles are mapping out the years, a topographic history of laughter and of fears. The grip is slightly looser, the skin a little thin, but it's the only sanctuary I have ever lived within.
No garden in the backyard, no fence around the lot.
Just the safety of the tangle that our fingers have begun. When the roof flies off and the world goes black, I'll hold a heavy burden just to watch your back. 10 fingers are the fortress, 2 palms the solid floor. We never needed keys to open up this door. Whatever land we fall on, hand's my home.
Just the lines on your card.
Your hand's my home.
Just the pulse in the wrist.
Your hand's my home. I live right here between the thumb and the twist. Safe.
Tearing down the brick. The lease is up on 4th Street.
The lease is up on 4th Street. The lease is up on 4th Street there. The lease is up on 4th Street. The lease is up on 4th Street. Yeah, the lease is up on 4th Street. The lease is up on 4th Street. The lease is up on 4th Street. The lease is up on 4th Street.
The lease is up on 4th Street.
The lease is up on 4th Street. The lease is up on 4th Street. They're tearing down the brick. The lease is up on 4th Street. The lease is up on 4th Street.
The lease is up on 4th Street.
The lease is up on 4th Street. The subway tracks are humming a frequency that rattles my teeth. I watch the Tuesday morning light smear against the concrete sheet. My calendar is bleeding ink, spilling over the weekend line. I'm selling hours to a stranger just to buy a little time. So promise me a pause, not a stop, just a glitch in the rotation. A silent breath between the station and the destination. I don't need a getaway, I need the frame to freeze. Promise me a pause before we're lost in the breeze.
You're a hologram standing in the kitchen, flickering out. I'm shouting underwater. Can you even hear the doubt? The coffee cup is trembling in a hand that never stays still. We are running up the down escalator against our will.
So promise me a pause, not a stop, just a glitch in the rotation. A silent breath between the station and the destination. I don't need a getaway, I need the frame to freeze. Promise me a pause before we're lost in the breeze. I remember when the afternoon could stretch like saltwater taffy.
Now every second is a rhythmic tick, sharp and scrappy.
I'm afraid if I sit down, the machinery will rust.
But if I keep moving, I'll grind us both to dust.
There is a ghost in the hallway where we used to slow dance.
Now we trade schedules like we're hedging a finance.
Look me in the the eyes, stop the scrolling, stop the plan.
Be a statue with me, be a woman, be a man.
The signal is fading,
The noise is too loud. I'm reaching for the brake lever down from the cloud.
let the phone die,
Let the email bounce, let the traffic jam, let the world renounce us for a minute. Just a minute. Hold the second hand until your thumb turns white. Hold it tight. The silence is heavy, it weighs 1,000 pounds. But it's the only place where lost things are found. The room is finally static. The blur has turned too sharp. We are the only two notes playing on this harp.
you promised me a pause.
And we found the glitch in the rotation.
No more stations,
No more destination. We froze the frame, we brought the motion to its knees. We found our pause in the eye of the breeze. Just breathe, just breathe, just breathe. Just breathe. Static on the line, promise me a gap in the time. Promise me just a pause, just a
The dashboard clock is mocking us, blinking
fives and zeros. We ran out of sentences somewhere around 3.
the horizon is waking up.
But it's not the gold we used to know. It's a sheet of unwashed linen hanging heavily over the sea.
I watch the streetlights flicker out like dying nerve endings.
Leaving us exposed in this gray, unforgiving clarity. My breath is fogging up the passenger side glass, tracing ghosts of words I was too afraid to speak. There's a static hum between our shoulders, a mass of everything we've broken, everything we're too tired to keep. You're gripping the wheel like we're moving, but we're stone still. Just two statues waiting for the morning chill to creep.
Now we're sitting under a pale sky,
Bleached of the anger, stripped of the blue.
no contrast.
We're caught to hide the lie, just a whitewashed world and me and you. It's not dark enough to dream, not bright enough to cry, just stuck in the vacuum
technicolor.
High saturation, neon signs reflecting in your eyes like a carnival ride.
Now the birds are singing with a desperate hesitation,
as if they know the atmosphere has nothing left inside. I'm trying to find a hue that resembles a heartbeat, but the gray is aggressive, it's swallowing the red. Is this peace, or is it just a feeling of defeat? Watching the saturation bleed out from the things we say.
The coffee in the thermos has turned to slides, like the memories we keep stirring, hoping they'll dissolve.
I don't wanna be the judge, and I don't have the energy to absorb.
We're just waiting for the sun
to make a decision for us. Under a pale sky, the edges start to blur. We look like sketches of the people we were, waiting for the light to cure or to cauterize. But there's no fire left in this sunrise, just the vast indifference of a pale sky. It's almost morning, it's almost over. The light is warning, the cold is closer. If I open the door, the color might return, or maybe we'll just freeze, maybe we'll just burn. We are paper thin against this parchment light. Transparency is the only thing we got right.
The world is awake now, flattened to saturated, a photograph left in the window too long.
We survive the night, but we feel outdated. A silence where there used to be a song. The pale sky won't promise us a second chance, just a blank canvas where we don't belong. Paper thin, white noise wind. The color is gone. The pale moves on. Paper is wind.
The color is gone.
White noise wind.
The color is gone.
It's so quiet. It's finally day.
The home of the fridge, get up the ghost in 9:15. Now the only sound is the fabric of your distressed jeans.
I haven't seen your silly list dishonest in a year. Without the blue light of the television interferes.
I stepped on a magazine trying to find your waist.
In this sudden void,
I finally remember the shape of this place.
we're slow dancing with no lights, dragging socks on the hardwood floor.
Pretending we don't know where the exit is,
Blocking the door. If we can't see the cracks in the plaster, maybe they don't exist.
spinning in the kitchen, lost in a static mist.
Don't fix the fuse,
Let the grit stay down tonight.
We are perfect when we are hidden from sight. Your hands feel colder when I can't leave your expression.
Is this romance or just a terrified confession?
I smell the cedar in your collar, it's grounding and deep.
A sensory memory I promised myself I wouldn't keep.
The city outside is dead,
Your skyline is erased.
just two ghosts shuffling in a narrow, borrowed space where slow dancing, we know lights dragging sacks on the hardwood floor,
Pretending we don't know where the exit is,
blocking the board. If we can't see the cracks in the plaster, maybe they don't exist.
Speeding in the kitchen, lost in a static wrist.
Don't fix the fuse, let the bricks stay down tonight. We are perfect when we are hidden from sight.
I admit I was looking past you when the lamps were on,
Waiting for a notification,
waiting for the dawn. But here in the obsidian, gravity pulls us close.
I'm terrified of the moment
The breaker switch goes. I chased the spine, I turned my back on yesterday.
in the dark, there's nothing cruel left to say. The candle on the counter's unlit, we don't need the spark.
We don't need to see the dust settling in the dark.
Time is vicious, pouring slow like honey from a jar.
But we don't need to know who we were, only where we are.
Hold the breath, keep the eyes shut tight.
If the power returns, we lose the fight. My shins hit the coffee table, but I don't pull away.
This clumsy choreography is the only game we play.
A blindfold made of circumstance, a bandage on the wound.
Swaying our feet to a silent,
non-existent tune. I can feel your heartbeat through the cotton blend.
wondering if the sunrise
Marks the beginning or the end. Slow dancing, no lights, just the friction of the feet.
ignoring the traffic starting up on the street.
If we can't see the tears on the cheek, maybe they aren't real.
Spinning in a black, learning how to feel.
Burn the fuse box, keep the grid down tonight.
I only love you when we're hidden from sight.
Don't flip the switch,
Just wait,
just stay gray.
no Don't flip the switch.
south-facing windowsill.
just took more.
Now we are manicured, trimmed back to fit the frame. Safety is a pesticide, it's killing us by a different name.
I don't need a trellis to hold me upright when I'm weak. I need the chaotic weather, I need you to speak. Turn the soil over before the ground gets too hard. Don't let us become just a shadow in the yard. If you want the color, you have to feed the room. Break the glass ceiling and keep me in bloom. Oh, keep me in bloom.
I was afraid that if I watered you, you'd grow away from me. Stagnant water's poison, can't you see? I tried to preserve the moment, keep it frozen in time.
But nothing grows in ice, dear, that's the crime.
We have to risk the overgrowth to find the fruit again.
It's the season of dormancy, but it looks like the end. We are bending under the weight of the time we spend.
Are we a
Perennial promise or an annual mistake? How much drought can one garden take?
cut back the dead wood, burn what doesn't work, let the ash feed the earth. I am ready to burst, I am ready to hurt, if it means I can feel the returning slowly, stem by stem. We survive the winter, we are not like them.
The ones who buy plastic flowers to fake the spring. We did the work, we felt the sting. Now the window is open, the air is rushing in.
We turn the soil over, though the ground was so hard. We didn't become just a shadow in the yard. We fought for the color, we fed the room, we broke the glass ceiling to keep us in bloom.
beats a heavy metal sigh, resigning from the race. The flashing lights, I watch the city burn in neon codes. But here the carpet holds the silence close. Your shadow hits the wall, a quiet shape, a geography where I can finally escape. The phone is face down, glowing on the floor. We don't live in that frantic grid no more.
The radiator hums a single note, a rescue boat that keeps the room afloat. I see the tension woven in your shirt, the unraveling of every tiny hurt. Let the sirens wail for someone else. We've paused the clock, put time upon the shelf. No grand declarations, no parades, just the slow retreat of window shades.
Turn it down until the edges blur, until the eye dissolves into the hurt, and him becomes a whisper in the dark. No fireworks, no sudden blinding spark, just gravity pulling steadily. It's only us, moving softly, only us, softly. The tea is cold, the mugs are staining rings. We talk of small and unimportant things, like how the ceiling cracks map out a star, or how we traveled light to get this far.
The outside world is sharp,
Full of teeth,
but we are oxygen, we are underneath.
the heavy blanket of a Tuesday night, hiding in the warmth of yellow light. Turn it down until the edges blur, until the eye dissolves into the hurt, and him becomes a whisper in the dark. No fireworks, no sudden blinding spark, just gravity pulling steadily. It's only us, moving softly, only us, softly. If we speak too loud, we might break the glass, and let the hurry and the hunger pass back into this temple that we built out of dust, motes, and a lack of guilt.
Keep it low, keep it buried deep.
A secret promise that the rafters keep. We are the static between the stations now.
A silent film, a holy, quiet vow.
Morning threatens gray against the blind, a reality we tried to leave behind, but for a minute let the sun delay.
I'm memorizing how the shadows play across your hands before the noise returns, before the engine of the city burns.